welcome to Wasted Opinions. We are going to be talking about what we want for movies or video games to be sequels or reboots. You know, things that, you know, they didn't quite get their time in the sun. They should have more coming for that genre, for that those movies or games. You know, there should be more of them because it was so good, but they're underrated and they just didn't do enough. But anyways, on my far side, we're gonna say this guy is.
Hey yo, you can call me MussKeg. or a subpar Razor Ramon impersonator. Because all I can do is hey yo in a sort of deep voice.
Was that what you
did? Hey yo.
Hey yo. Chico.
You need to have the toothpick.
You gotta throw the toothpick, exactly.
Razor Ramon.
Oh man, okay. I know that's what you were doing.
Hey yo.
Anyways.
Now it's clear I'm...
To my immediate right.
I am the one time E3 champion, LewisLightning.
Hey yo, that's not too cool.
I was gonna say, you know, it doesn't have to be just for E3 this thing. It could be for any bet episode that we do. But
I'm the biggest dick champion. You said
you are the biggest dick.
Yeah. You're a dick, alright, yeah.
What was I doing though, if you know?
I don't know. What were you doing?
That was Booker T.
That was about as good as my Razor Ramon promo.
Okay.
I don't know.
The color palette isn't quite there. I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And
cool.
you, of course, are.
And my name is. You know, the ladies love me. The guys want to be me.
I used that one already.
I don't care. I'm doing it better. I'm CountryBoy.
Do that.
No, I'm not fucking gold dust.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, our topic for today is movies and games that, you know, they have only maybe one of out there, and we would love to see them reboot it or do a sequel to. You know, technically, it doesn't even have to be only one out there. If it was more than one out there, they could do a fucking reboot to it or something.
Yeah,
you
fuck.
know?
This could be something left to explore because I got a huge fucking list of things
Yeah,
that.
this would be probably more than one episode of this. Well, but this is our first one that we're doing. I don't know if you guys have any in mind that you want to start with, or
fucking.
I'll definitely go last.
Okay, I'll go first. What the hell? So I'll start with a movie that I would love to see a sequel to. I know it's never gonna happen. It's been probably like 20 years now.
Hey, is it something I'm gonna like?
I think so. Okay. Oh shit! You know what?
If not, don't worry about it.
Pause. Let's do our shot. My bad.
That's a proud one too.
Pause. Or cheers. Thanks, bud.
Cheers.
Greedy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyways, mine is a movie. I think it's about 20 years old now. I think it's 97. I think it came out.
Apple Pie Moonshine, by the way.
No, actually, that was Disaronno.
Oh, Disaronno. I have the taste buds.
We've had so much already, we don't even know. It was a movie. It's a sci-fi movie that came out of nowhere. I think it is. There's a new movie that came out from the same director recently.
No, you can't take it. Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. Yeah. That is a movie that needs a sequel. That is awesome. You don't like it, Fifth Element?
No, I love Fifth Element. I think it's good where it stands. No, I don't want to see any more
I want more of that.
That's
universe.
The real challenge of this concept is either do you really think it should have a sequel or not? And I think
that is such an awesome universe. It warrants a sequel. It should have more too. I love the movie in itself is excellent. I don't even care if it's the same characters now, but just having another movie in that universe. Like I loved Zorg. I love all those weird weird alien guys. Like this is. Like all the practical effects were awesome. I love that movie so much.
It's like I don't disagree with you, but I do disagree because I don't want to see can they capture all that from the Fifth Element?
No, and that's what I'm saying. It would have had to have been probably a sequel back then, not right now. Because right now it'll all be CGI. It won't look the same. But that's a movie I've always loved. Like it's like
I love it.
It's one of those movies like you forget about it because it wasn't a big hit. Like it wasn't like I don't know, like Men in Black. Or,
it wasn't huge.
It wasn't huge. But like it's up there for one of the movies I want.
I just want to see Chris Tucker do Ruby Rod again.
Yeah, it's just.
I was gonna say that.
No, honestly, that's hilarious. He's actually a straight character, but he acts so flamboyant and gay in that movie.
Yeah. What happened to Chris Tucker?
I don't know. He's waiting for Rush Hour 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I like him in Rush Hour 1 and 2. I've never seen 3.
Rush Hour 3 is kind of forgettable.
And he's okay. He's okay in Fifth Element, but he's a good tertiary character. Bring him back.
No, I don't know. I love that universe, and fun fact, when the guy Luc Besson, the guy that made the movie, it was all his brainchild. He made this movie. He directed. He wrote it. He was actually planning it to be 3 movies to be.
Because it did seem to be forced near the end, but yeah.
But that's what he did. He actually condensed these. You know what? No, I can make it into 1 movie. So he condensed it and made it into 1 film. So I would have loved to have seen it as 3 movies. Anyways,
I was gonna say, I found like Gary Oldman's character, like he's a villain, but I don't know. I feel like he's very. Who cares really about him a whole lot? The whole movie. And I don't know. I like Gary Oldman.
The funny part is, Gary Oldman and Bruce Willis' character, they never even see each other in that whole.
Do they not?
No, I don't even meet.
No.
And they're the two, like the villain and the protagonist, and they don't even see each other.
It's funny. I was gonna say, like, because when thinking of him, like, I have a hard time remembering Gary Oldman's character all the time in the grand scheme of the movie. But then I think like that opera character stands out. That blue alien chick.
Another fun fact.
She had like a 5-minute role.
Is Luc Besson was actually, I don't know if he was married to her at the time.
The alien chick?
Yeah, they call her the diva, the blue chick.
Yeah.
He was either married to her or he was dating her, and that's how she kind of got the role. And
happens all the time.
Technically, the sounds that she made,
Temple Doom.
Sounds that she made was obviously digitally done because no human being could do that with their vocal cords. Just
Mariah Carey.
No, especially not Mariah Carey.
Actually, she has like Abiel. No, that's just conversation.
So since you've got a list and I need time to think.
Anyways, that was my first pick. So
no, since you've got a list and I need time to think about mine, I've got one.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a comedy and may seem strange, but I think the characters in it were so fun that they could do a Role Models. With Paul Rudd and
Sean William Scott, who needs more work in Hollywood.
Great comedy. I love that movie, and I think you could totally do a sequel with the kids when they're a bit more grown up and or something like
that's
that.
That's racist.
Which one of us has the PhD? I think Mr. Bullshit and Dr. I'm full of shit.
I think Alfie might be a little
too
old.
How are we bullshitting you? I don't understand.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
That's another underrated
comedy.
Underrated comedy.
I recommend seeing it for sure.
It's hilarious. But anyways, I think you could pull off a sequel of that one. And
like I was saying, Sean William Scott needs more work. I would love to see the MCU bring him in.
Goon 2 coming out.
Yes, but that. I mean, if you're not living in...
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Yeah.
If you're not living in Canada, you probably haven't heard of Goon 2. But Sean William Scott needs to get back in the major scene. MCU, bring him in.
Okay.
As a U.S. soldier.
Oh, just some... Doesn't have to be like a superhero? Just some...
Oh, no, he's a superhero. He either replaces Captain America, but that's aside from the point.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, the point is... Hugh Jackman for all Wolverines going forward.
No. Anyways, this is open to all games, TV shows.
Absolutely. Whatever
and
you want.
Movies. So I guess I'm going to bring up the first game, Dino Crisis. Ooh, I want to see a
reboot. Or a sequel.
A reboot.
Yeah, okay.
I want to see a reboot to Dino Crisis. The first one I've played, it's fucking amazing. It's like Jurassic Park. Now, like the groundskeepers have a chance. It's not just running away, it's fighting back.
See, I never played it, but the vibe I got, it was like Resident Evil meets Jurassic Park.
I hated those fixed camera games.
Yes, you have. Yeah. I was gonna say you have the fixed camera and the tank controls, but it works.
But do you have like limited inventory, just like Resident Evil?
Yeah,
okay.
It's basically Resident Evil, but it's more action oriented. You have more guns and stuff. I've never played the second one. People said I've heard people say it's worse, a lot worse, or it's better than the first one. Third one I've heard unanimously that it's worse. But reboot it, fucking. Where are dinosaurs now in the video gaming landscape?
I know, there was Turok, and that was years ago.
And that didn't do well.
No.
I mean, unless you're talking 1998.
Oh, there was the Turok reboot that came out fucking 2000.
That's what I thought you were talking
7, 2008, I don't know.
But aside from that, it's like Turok 1998, I think it is. But fuck, that game was amazing. I remember like going into every room like, oh my god, I hope there's not a fucking dinosaur in this room. Because what are you going to do?
You did have that.
When there's a dinosaur in the room, what are you going to do?
Shoot him in the dick.
Love his girl.
Shoot him in the tits.
They're mostly asexual.
Of course you would know that. No.
Shoot him in the dick.
You're thinking of Jurassic Park. Actually, you could take Dino Crisis, you could make it into a great Jurassic Park game.
Yeah.
But I'll let you go with your pick.
Shit, you know what, I had a game. Shit, I kinda oh, I got a good one. I think you might actually have it on your list. It's a game.
Oh, I have.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this.
Everything on my list.
Heavenly Sword.
I don't have it on my list, but yes.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Sequel.
Why did they not make a sequel to that game? That game was awesome. It's like people, before it first came out, people were like, "Oh, it's God of War with a chick." Basically, it's not the same thing as God of War.
It's a hack and slash. Sure.
No, it is. It is hack and slash. It is. There's a lot of blood. You got blades. You're fighting guys. But it is its own thing. Has a very strong story. It's got like rich characters. It's got some awesome motion capture. Like it is really fun.
2 questions. Game. I don't want to cut you off. 2 questions. Have you played Heavenly Sword?
Never.
That's the first one.
Never.
Second question. Heavenly Sword sequel.
I need to borrow your phone for notes so I don't forget.
It's just stealing all your answers. All your picks.
Heavenly Sword sequel. Do you want to have Nariko come back or do you want Kai?
I'd be okay with either, to tell you the truth.
I would too.
Honestly, I loved playing as Nariko, but if Kai was a bit older and maybe she had some skills too, that'd be okay too.
I'm worried that if it was a Kai game, it would become a shooter of some sort. Either.
Well, because that was her. She was the crossbow, right?
Yes. I was gonna say, fun fact: if you were playing Heavenly Sword and you were meticulous enough to look at everything, you would see that there is a God of War connection.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Yeah, there are the Blades of Chaos and a trophy room.
I don't think they refer to them as such.
I think they're just there.
But you see them, and they're exact same.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna mistake them.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I was. This game was excellent, and it has amazing combat. This is one of Ninja Theory's first games too. It's surprising how well they knocked it out of the park.
Yes, and I heard that's one of the reasons they haven't done it because it's a Ninja Theory's property.
Yeah.
And it's not Sony's. I wish, or did Sony buy them? I can't remember.
No, I don't think they bought them because they also made the DMC, the Devil May Cry game too, and stuff after that. That was multi-platform as well.
So
we'll go back to you.
Yeah, thank you. It's all right. You know, one game, I don't know if you can call it a reboot, but I'm going to call it a reboot because it never actually came out. PT. I wish that the PT game got redeveloped somewhere with the same
in general.
A full game came out of PT.
If it was the Silent Hill game that it was supposed to be.
Yes. Yeah, it was. If it was that that demo was supposed to be, and it got just rebooted with a different studio and came out.
Okay.
I would love for that because scariest thing I think I've ever seen.
I'm going to be bringing that up
100%.
in our Halloween episode too.
100% agree with you on that. I don't know. I think we might have explained this before, but PT. The initials stand for playable trailer.
Yeah.
So it was just like a proof of concept.
It was, and it was awesome.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
It made people like go on the internet and like try to find ideas of how to advance the next.
Yeah, and they were hard ideas. It wasn't like
it wasn't simple.
Oh man, I would never think of half of them.
If you didn't look on the internet, you would not have passed PT. You would not have got to the end of the trailer. People had to like work together in order to do this so that they could actually get.
Well, I know we all played it. I think you guys played it together, but I played it by myself, and I was like, one time I was just running around the hallway, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Exactly.
And you guys told me like,
oh, we did the same thing.
I think you guys looked it up.
You walk backwards when you hear the babies crying.
No, it was walk 10 steps exactly.
Yeah. But who thinks
you hear the gong of the bell or of the clock tower.
But who thinks that?
No, you would not know.
Maybe if you're gonna make a game, that's a little too complicated. But
yeah.
Fuck, make a first
The idea of it was awesome.
The idea of the game is, and
I love. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, it was just idea. Yeah.
I love the photorealism. Like that was like me in person walking in someone's house.
I will say this though, maybe the demo built it up too much though for us because part of the reason the demo was so scary was the sequencing, right, and the replaying.
The slight change is kind of creepy out. That's true. That's true.
Maybe a full version of the game. I mean, here I am asking for it, but maybe we shouldn't be because maybe a full version of that game wouldn't have that difficulty to it that was part of the.
If you have one area, you got to make the most of it.
Yeah.
And maybe they made it a little bit too difficult, but that was the freaky part that you couldn't figure it out. You're fucked.
No, for sure. That's awesome. I loved that playable demo.
So there you go.
I have probably a dozen things on here, so I'm gonna pick something that we can all talk about. It's not my most favorite.
Let's all do one more all about it, and
sure.
It's not my most favorite, but I'm sure you'll have something to say about it. Maybe you. Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh, that was a good game.
That was,
and I loved it. I would like to see a sequel because Simpsons have done so much. I don't think Hit and Run covered enough of the spectrum.
I
what
think
Simpsons is about.
they definitely did an excellent job of what The Simpsons was.
Yeah.
They covered the comedy of it, and you like in Springfield. It was so cool. Like, oh, there's Moe's Tavern. Oh, there's the Quickie Mart.
You had a layer of the city.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you never really knew where everything was before that.
Yeah.
Until you played that game.
I was watching the interview, and they're like, we always said like this place exists in Springfield, like Quickie Mart, the nuclear power plant, fucking Android Comics where comic book guy works. But it's like, where do they exist in Springfield?
Exactly.
How does this all relate? Like, if you were walking on the street, where would this be? And like now you had that. That was cool. I loved all the show references to like Scorpio, Hank Scorpio.
Yeah.
That mission was impossible. You would get his car.
Yeah.
But like that was there. You had references to fucking everything.
Yes. All the classic good episodes of Simpsons before it got all old and shit. And
maybe it didn't have to be like just The Simpsons to that.
It was a Grand Theft Auto rip-off.
Yes, maybe it didn't have to.
It didn't have to be that, really.
It didn't have to be a Grand Theft Auto, but some kind of experience like that. I know Simpsons games haven't had a great track record, but
there's that one. Plus, there's also the other Simpsons one.
Road Rage.
No, not Road Rage.
Simpsons Wrestling.
I think it's called Simpsons.
Skateboard?
The Simpsons
Bart's
game.
Nightmare.
I think it's literally called the Simpsons game. Honestly, the one.
Oh, that one I got you guys.
Yeah, the one that you bought actually for your JJ.
That was decent.
It was good because there was all different types of game plays within that game. But we're talking about yours, Hit and Run. I know that was an excellent game. It's
Grand Theft Auto clone.
It kind of reminds me of like the new South Park game that came out. Oh, sorry, not new. It came out a couple of years ago. The Stick of Truth, which will.
Oh yeah.
There's a sequel coming out soon, but
they already pre-ordered.
Matt Parker and Trey Parker, both were like, okay, we have this city, this town, of South Park. We gotta map things out. We gotta say where everything is now because same thing. They didn't
know
have
where everything was.
I didn't have it mapped out before. They're like, we're making a game. People are gonna be wandering through. They gotta say, okay, well, Kyle lives here. Then you got Cartman over here. They gotta map the whole town out, which is kind of cool.
You played Stick of Truth, right?
Yep.
We'll be able to cover that one. I'd love to talk a whole lot more about that.
Absolutely. Oh, for sure.
But we'll have to keep that for something else.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No,
we're going in any order. Go ahead.
Let's start. What do you got?
No, because anyways, it was a game that played years ago on my N64, Perfect Dark. There's other ones I want to just mention, Siphon Filter, BMX Triple X.
Siphon Filter, I'm surprised you even knew that.
I played Siphon Filter. My one friend had a PS. I don't even know the story of Siphon Filter, what it is about. I think it was like a virus or something.
I don't know. There was
I don't even remember the story, but I just remember it was a
I had the
fun
first game. It was excellent.
Fun.
It was excellent.
It was
I
really
played
fun.
it. I never got that far in it. So
it was like
I just played
James
it at,
Bond for the PS1.
Yeah, I basically just played it at like you sleep over parties or whatever, and you play it.
I love that game.
But a game that I can speak a little bit more about was around the same time. Perfect Dark was a one-off release for the N64. It was basically they're trying to capitalize on the popularity of GoldenEye and first-person shooters.
It was same creators.
It was rare.
It was rare.
It was a great game until near the end when all of a sudden they started throwing aliens into it and this. But
I've never played it. I want to play it.
There was Perfect Dark on the Xbox.
Yeah, Perfect Dark.
Right?
What was it called?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Zero.
But
Perfect Dark Zero.
But the fact of the matter is, I would like a reboot because that game.
A reboot. Okay.
It did a really good version of one thing that I love is when you can take a first-person shooter, and you have a level that can be completed in so many different ways. It can be completed in a way where you just go straight through and you shoot, or it can be completed in a way where you can go through a level and not fire a single shot. A first-person shooter where you can do that, and I always remember this level on the first Perfect Dark here in Chicago. You can complete the whole thing with basically just at the start a karate chop to the guy's to the back of a guy, and then the rest is sneaking around putting bombs on. But it was a good first-person shooter that I don't know. It just
should have been followed up.
Should have been followed up. Had some really good infiltration stuff too, which I love.
Absolutely.
I plan to try it at some point in my lifetime. Haven't tried it yet.
It's probably a little late now. It probably is.
I bet you the replay.
My N64 still works.
I don't think it's aged.
I'm not saying it does.
I just think it's probably aged not even as good as GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Just because the futuristic of it. But anyways.
Oh yeah, no, I had another shooter actually as well. You and I played a lot of it. Time Splitters.
I know you said that.
This is one of my favorite games of all time. It's Time Splitters 2. But honestly, either a reboot or a sequel, I do not care. I just want to see this game come back to life. Because just like we had our Paladins episode, we had all these diverse characters that you can play as in this game. That's what Time Splitters was. It was you had your humans, you had your bots, you had a monkey, you could be a golem, you could be a whole bunch of different things. It was awesome, and there was a whole bunch of big time sequence. You jump from one time to another time. Like you'd be like in the Mafia in the 1930s, or you'd be like in like modern time. Or
horror. It was like a horror movie. Is basically what it was.
Yeah, some of it like different. Yeah, totally different types of gameplay.
Yeah.
It was just so diverse.
I was gonna clarify. You just said different types of gameplay. You're talking mostly about like the single player.
Yeah.
The single player. There's a multiplayer. The multiplayer is the place to be if you're not alone. If you're not ever alone.
It was, like I said, it's probably one of my favorite games out there, and for multiplayer games, it's way up there. It is an awesome game.
Never played.
I know you haven't played it, but I'm saying look it up, man. Like,
as
PS2, that's what we played it on.
As someone who's played it, I'm gonna say I loved it. Love Time Splitters. I'm not sure I played all of them. I know I played 4, probably 2. I'm not sure about 1. And I love like the time jumping experience and everything. I just don't know if they could, like, where would you go with this to make a new reboot worthwhile? That's my point. I thought those games are great in themselves. Don't ruin what you already have.
But it's been so long since they had one. Even if they did it, if they even just redid the other games,
you want like a remaster?
I don't want that.
You could say reboot.
I want something from that universe.
I just don't want to play the same game again, even if it is updated.
No, I don't either too.
I agree that game is great.
But there's so many options out there. There's so many things they could do with it. Like they didn't do anything like in the Civil War or something like that. They didn't do anything. They did some futuristic stuff, but they could totally go anywhere in the future.
That game was so amazing. There was like, I remember I think it was like an archaeologist or something. You're in like this tomb, and there's like a golem that chases you around. But you could trick the golem. There's like trap doors that
fall into the holes,
and you just stand there and he comes right at you. Done.
2 things just quick. I would think you guys can both talk about this one. I would like to see I don't know when the last one happened, a sequel or just maybe refreshing of the Twisted Metal series.
Yes, I think.
What happened to the days when we used to have a bunch of car fighting games?
Twisted Metal. I can appreciate what the series tried to do. I loved Vigilante 8. And
you guys have mentioned
just give me a good car fighting game.
I don't like Twisted Metal, but car fighting game.
Yeah.
Yes. On board. Get me a seat.
Yeah.
I'm on board for Twisted Metal, absolutely.
I would be on board for Vigilante 8.
I think 2010 they came out with the last Twisted Metal game, and it wasn't as good as the older ones. Like, it was like one linear story. What I liked about the old Twisted Metals is every character had their own story. Everybody had their own wish. Calypso would give them a wish, and he'd always twist the wish in some way at the end. Whereas this one was just like you followed one story. You had 3 different characters. It wasn't as good. It was good combat.
I watched you play it. It was Grim was one of them. I remember.
Yeah, there was Grim. No. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there was Grim. Oh, sorry, there was 4 then maybe. It was Grim, Dollface, obviously Sweet Tooth, and then there was the Preacher.
I want to say this before we get. I could personally myself, I would love it if they could somehow take one of my favorite games of all time from when I was younger, Mega Man, and make it into a modern day style of game.
Mighty Number 9.
Maybe not a side scroller.
Yeah.
Maybe not side scroller.
Mighty Number 9.
Maybe not
blue chunks according to.
Maybe not do it as terrible as the N64 first person one was.
Yeah. Mega Man Legends, I think it was called.
No, it was called something else. Mega Man 64.
Something similar.
I never played it.
Sonic.
When Sonic had a good game since fucking Sega Genesis, basically.
Sonic Mania recent release.
Knuckles.
I haven't played it, but maybe that's the same.
Maybe I don't know. I'm just saying, Sonic hasn't had anything good for a long time, and it was a big name brand. Like Sonic was like
Sega's name brand.
It was on par with Mario for a while, right? Like Mario and Sonic were like
right
there.
If Sega was around still, maybe it'd still be around.
Yeah, true. Yeah. There isn't any more Sonic consoles, but. Anyways,
that's. We could have more. We'll probably have another one on this. So.
Absolutely.
Part 1.
Definitely have more.
I got tons more.
1.
Episode 1 of Part 1.
Episode 1, Part 1, Section 64. But
Section 64 /G.
Beauty.
So, you can find me. I am the LewisLightning on Twitch. Probably on there once a month, maybe a little bit more. You'll find him more often on
MussKeg. PSN.
You'll find him on MussKeg.
You can find me on
You're
MussKeg.
looking through
I
swamps.
love MussKeg. My name is MussKeg.
PSN, Twitch, Twitagra.
And this guy. I'm CountryBoy _9. You'll find me on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN.
Hey, yo.
And there's his yo.
There you go. That's what you
Yoy.
waited for this whole 29 minutes.
Ah, that fucking thing again.